Hello and welcome once again to MG Tracy. So today we're going to be having a look at this Dirt Devil. This extended reach multi-surface vacuum is around £225 in the UK and around $300 in the US. I'll put the links below if you're having trouble finding it, but it should be pretty easy. We've got a lot of different surfaces here in this house, carpet, tile, and this should be able to cope with all of it. So let's unbox it, put it together, and give it a good test. So this Dirt Devil is a lot more than many other Dirt Devils, but you get a lot more for your money because you can clean upholstery and stairs. You've got the super long tool, you've got multi-floor suction, and it's supposed to be able to clean pretty much everything with one pass using power pass technology. We'll have a quick play, see if that's really what it looks like when you get it out of the box, shall we? When looking at the top, this is what you see, and this is fairly common for all Dirt Devil and similar vacuums. In your handle is going to need to be screwed to the rest of the vacuum. This is what you got in the box in, your handle, a pipe and some different brushes, a few more butts to pull off here. Also need to remove the cover for the plug, and you've got different parts of the hose that need to be assembled in the right order, as well as these two locating screws to fix the permanent handle. So we'll get that job done now. These are the two screw holes you need to put the screws in, and you'll find they're taped here around the top, and that will hold the two parts of the vacuum firmly forever. It's a once-off job. Now I've built that, put that together, and it took about 5-10 minutes, so I don't really need the instructions, I think. Let's have a look at the individual features and where the filters are that need to be cleaned every month on this Dirt Devil. I've relocated to the garage, so forgive the echo, but it's a lot going on in the house. Right, so have a look at the front of the machine here. This doesn't have any LEDs or any lighting, and you can see that band there is something that will go every couple of years. That's your drive band. It's really a giant elastic band. More expensive vacuums have direct drive motors that are in the roller, and you can see here you've got a switch. With a bit of manhandling, you can swap between bare floor, low carpet, medium carpet, or high carpet. You're really just raising the unit up and down, to be honest. You're not doing anything particularly sophisticated with type of suction or type of motion or anything. The first of your filters is here, and you can either buy a replacement of those, or you can need to wash that and dry that thoroughly, probably once a month, depending how hard you're working the machine. So the next bit we can have a look at, we've loaded all the tools onto the side there. The cable winds around the back, and to give you easy access, you just pop that down and then you can lift all the cable around. You've got a couple of foot switches. This one just makes the unit lean back, so it's a more comfortable angle. And this obviously is your on and off. Kind of a piece of equipment here as well, and then the two different brushes are attached on the side. Now hit this one and you remove the main canister, and that has lots of instructions on it here, but basically there's another filter that you need to clean, and you pull on this one here, you find the top pops off. This bit here you can take out, and that will need a rinse and a clean every month or so. And that fits over the little ridge at the bottom neatly. Just have to make sure you get that lined up quite right so that it sits flat at the top. Now, even putting that back is not as easy. You've got to make sure these two bits line up so this fits flat, and you also, inside, you've put that clear tube over a little lip that's in there to secure that. So with the top off, you can see the next two filters, which is this other washable filter here, the yellow one, and to unlock it, you just twist it. A bit of force, get a good click. And This is foam, and this needs to be washed and dried, and any particular flick that's bad on there picked off. Again, you could just buy a new one. And then you've got locating pins there that fit those holes to put that back in and twist that on with another click. So a month in or so, those are your two filters, the one I showed you earlier here, and the yellow one that you need to clean once a month just to make sure this doesn't lose any power. And if you ever forget, there's all the instructions there for you. Then you just need to dock that tank with a good shove, really, that way, and just clip it on the top here. I can't do it one-handed, but you just put your force back on there and that will latch, and just make sure then that these two bits join up here, because this is where some of the dirt is going to come out of the bottom of the vacuum and go into the cyclonic action inside your clear drum. Now, the other thing you'll need to do once a month is check this roller, and you will find that it gets hairs and things stuck in it, and you might just need to snip them away with scissors or a knife. Otherwise, this just fills up with hair. This is not a pet specific model, so if you've got long pet hair, or you live with someone who's lucky enough to have long hair, some of it will end up in there. It won't make it into the filters, you'll just need to take it off, and you'll find it catches here as well. So in here, and it's going to get in the way of that drive band as well. So make sure that you keep the worst of the hair under control there when you're using this as your monthly cleaning of the filters. Make sure you've got rid of any hair that's stuck to the bottom of the roller. So that's all done now, all built. I'm going to plug it in and we'll have a little go around the garage here, and I've selected the hard floor mode on that switch on the base. Yep, so over to bare floor or hard floor, I always call that in the UK. You do get a reasonable cable length there to plug that into the wall, but if like me you're used to using battery vacuums with no cable at all, any cable to me is too short. But if you prefer the sort of the more oomphy power, unlimited power of cable, then the Dirt Devil's for you. So that wheels around very well on the hard floor of the garage. It's not too noisy, and the whole vacuum feels nice and light, if that's important to you. You can see it did quite a good job in that garage, which I would like to have thought was very clean, but it did find some hair and debris. So I've got this carpet, which I'm going to say, I'm going to go medium. You could argue it's low, but I'm going to go medium. So let's give this a little skim round the bedroom and see how we get on with the Dirt Devil there. You can see this is doing a very good job, obviously much better job than previous vacuums have. Just a few strips there, and the Dirt Devil has got a lot out of this carpet, which is very encouraging. Again, on that setting medium carpet, it feels very easy and very light to move around. I'm just going to finish the rest of the little bedroom, and we'll see how much dirt and debris we get out of here. So the carpet's come up very well, and you can see the Dirt Devil has taken a lot of crap out of that carpet. I'm guessing whichever vacuum is used on this, it's more of a commercial one that is just a suck based vacuum, not one that has a beat bar like this. There was a slightly burning electrical smell, but you do get that on the first couple of operations of a new vacuum while the motor gets going for the first couple of times. It's nothing to get too alarmed about. Right, we just got to empty that into the trash and then we're done. Right, so just releasing the red there, button there, and you'll find all the debris comes out. And all you need to do again, as your monthly clean, is go around the inside of that cinder with a warm microfiber cloth. And any bits that have attached itself, like those hairs there, you can get rid of those then. So I hope you found that quick review useful. If you have any questions, then drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to get back to you. When I get a mo, I'll put some affiliate links for Amazon if you're having trouble in getting this, but this is a freely available vacuum and I'm sure it's in Walmart as well. So this is Paul from London, currently stateside. I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.